We will resume with our regular scheduled program in about a minute. Hey, just in case you missed it, once again from last week, does Bigfoot go to the bathroom in the woods? We just had to finish the proof. You just missed it.
We got the picture.
This is John.
This is Don, all things paranormal.
Man, we are here from you from a Bigfoot hunt this week.
Man, I just want to let you know, that was probably the most miserable I have ever been in my entire life.
Hunting for Bigfoot.
It was hot.
Hot?
Mosquitoes. Oh, Lord, mosquitoes. I seen one of them take it and got up there and flew off with a can of off.
That son gun flew off with it, and it looked like it was going to, they're buying on that.
Yeah, it was
but
bad.
Anyway, it took 2 pints of blood just to get me back up to normal.
Yeah, it was bad. It was hot. Lord, it was hot.
It was hot. And guess what? Out of all the hunting, we found nothing.
Nothing.
So
we posted a few little quick videos here and there, but nothing substantial. So, but you know what? It's just like fishing. You don't go out there and catch a big one every time.
That's right. Not every time is productive, but every time is also fun. We had some good fun, about as fun can be, looking for you Bigfoot. But anyway, so guess what? We've had to change our show today. Our show today is going to be over. Ta-da! How about aliens
and UFOs?
And UFOs. So why do we throw that out there? Guess what? If y'all been looking on Facebook, you'd see why.
Yeah. There's been all kinds of different things going on. What about that video that we posted up there?
The video.
Yeah. But the news and the Navy and
that's
stuff.
that's from the Senate. They're actually talking about having to do some heavy investigations because some of the naval pilots are saying, "Man, this stuff right here is just crazy. They're out flying us. We can't keep up. We actually seem like we're going to be outgunned if we ever have to have any type of confrontation with these UFOs." They use the word UFO. So that's a big first.
Yeah. So we want to, before we really get good and started in our show, we want to give a big shout out to all our friends, family, countrymen, everybody. Man, we appreciate you watching, appreciate the support.
So, and also we have something new coming up. If you have an organization and you would like to post a little 30-second little clip on our thing, we will run it during the show. Now it has to be clean language.
Yeah, and because we'd like to support our what is that? Our community. That's right. Everybody's in this together.
Everybody's in this together. So if you want to have a commercial for what you do, let us know.
Yeah, I don't believe we're going to do anything like garage sales and
No.
Like
We're not going to do like a garage sale.
But if you got a fundraiser or something, man, let us know. We'd be glad to put it on our site.
So anyway, we have.
So let's start off tonight.
You gonna go? Or you want me to go?
No, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
All right. So being that they have some of the government stuff that just getting up there into the big into the Senate, saying, "Hey, look, man, we got problems with UFOs and stuff." This is not the first time. Let me go up here to one of these pictures here. This is look at this. That's a staff meeting. Oops. Let's go back. That is a staff meeting, incoming classified message. And it goes over, and if you want to put it on pause and look at the video later and just zoom in on it, you're more than welcome. I can kind of give you a little thing here. This comes from all the way from it goes to Lieutenant George Jr. It's hard to make out that last name. It's back in 1951. It's talking about Roswell, New Mexico. About different kinds of things. U.S. is from the United States heading on up there to the Air Force. Now, you know, that's a classified piece of paper from the United States government. And all of a sudden, they, just within the last few years, they started declassifying some of this stuff. Let's get on to this next one. There's another one right there. Now, this one right here is about a naval incident back in 2013. This and it goes all the way to Major Chester. They get up there, send a letter to him, and they're like, "Hey, look, man, we was out there," and they went into why this thing was so dangerous. It says the UFO climbed for an altitude headed above him, hovering for about 15 minutes, and the radar base gave an altitude of 100,000 feet. Now, what does that 100,000 feet tell you?
That's almost in the stratosphere.
That's in space.
Yeah.
And then it shot back down all the way, and it started disrupting the radios, radio contacts, messing with all their equipment. And this went on set messing around with this fighter.
Now remember that what it said. It went all the way up there, and then it come back down, and started messing with that stuff.
And they got that on radar at 100,000 feet.
Because now later on, I got another one that's almost about the same thing.
And it's just you know, baffling these pilots. Like, oh man, you know, hey, look, how are we going? You know, we can't fight nothing like that. And these are people out there. The reason why they're flying around out there was to defend the border. Defend our properties, defend the areas, and man, they kind of stuck.
Yeah. So the one I want to talk about the New Jersey Turnpike, and so let's see here. That is a picture of what they're saying that they didn't take a picture of. Okay.
That's from a plane taking a picture at the New Jersey Turnpike.
That's right. That's one of the military planes took a picture of that they said wasn't there. So that was in 2001 that they had the New Jersey Turnpike. It lasted about 15 minutes. It was an orange and yellow looking light, and it was in like a V shape. The air traffic controller denies any aircraft and all that other stuff around there. And now check this out too, if you get a chance. So you got the New York Strange Phenomenon. Now they claim that they got footage of the radar, the like a radar tape of that going on. Now, if you get a chance, go to their site and check out their stuff, because they're supposed to have a little link for that. They're supposed to be like top secret, nobody's got.
And what's the link called?
Well, it's the New York Strange Phenomenon.
New York Strange Phenomenon.
Yeah, NYSP.
All right, let's start from the beginning on some of this stuff here. Back in the 12th century, actually 1113, they have some religious pilgrims in southwest England reported seeing a glowing fire belching dragon. Now, okay, now somebody can say, okay, we see a glowing fire belching dragon and it's coming from the sky and it lands on the ground. What would you think, maybe?
Yeah. Back then, that was all the time that was happening.
Maybe a meteor?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? This coming from the water, it shot all the way straight up to the went straight up to the atmosphere. I mean, just flew right up out. Now it didn't come down, it went up. Now that's fighting against gravity. That's something that has to have power.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then in the 13th century, 1254, St. Albans, England, a scribe wrote about a glowing floating light that recorded flying around up in the air. They called it moon and stars. It's flying around up in the air for 8 days. Then suddenly a large ship, they called it a ship, like a boat, elegantly shaped, well equipped, and of marvelous color.
Man.
Now this is back in 1254.
Do you have a picture from something back then?
Well, no, we working on that in just a second. Back in 1290, you have Friar, like Friar Tuck created the wine and the booze and stuff.
Yeah. But he was also a priest.
This is also a priest.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is the friar of Byland's Abbey, described a flat, round, shining silver object floating overhead above them. Now, this is something that people's actually seen. Now let's get on to a little more history of it. Let's go to some of these little pictures here. This is a all right. Now this is.
What do you think that is? Look what's circled. Now that's not going to be a big bird flying around back there.
Now that's the painting by Domenico Gallardo. Anyway, one of these Italian guys.
Back in the 15th century.
Yeah, it's the Madonna with Saint Giovanni, and it's back in the 15th century. Now, like he showed you, we had it on that thing where you take a look. What else is here? Number 5. You see where I circled it right there? If you zoom in on that, that's going to look just like a flying saucer. Now this is history worth of stuff here.
Yeah. Now here's my whole thing. How did you get that thing to stay that still the whole time while they painted it?
Because a lot of them painted by memory, huh?
Oh, okay.
So, anyway, if we run out of time, we can go into some of this stuff here.
No, we got plenty of time.
All right. So now let's get on up here. I tell you what, we're going to jump on up here to another one. This is another little picture that we got, and we're going to discuss that one here in just a second. Let's go to this one right here. All right. Now everybody remember that right there?
Everybody ought to remember that one.
Very few of us are around. I know we wasn't. But back in 1942.
That wasn't us.
No. That was over it's the Battle of Los Angeles. Now, if there's a lot of history on that, you can pull it up. And they get up there at the end of all the battle, they said, oh, that was a weather balloon.
Yeah, after they shot
look,
everything in the world, anti-aircraft, everything else, and it's still up there.
In 1942, I can tell you right now, being at nighttime, they're not going to launch a weather balloon. Because one, a lot of the areas were darkened out at night. You try to keep your minimum, just in case, because it's war. And so they see this big silver object flying out there, and they light it up with all those lights. Just go back and take another little picture of it. See, they lit that thing up. That's a picture of it.
Yeah, you can see all the anti-aircraft stuff flying around it. You can see all the shells and everything else going after it. Now, what does that look like?
It looked like a UFO right in the middle of it.
That's right.
So that was back in 1942. And it's right after Pearl Harbor, or the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor in the early hours of the morning on 25th February.
That's that dude right there.
Yeah, well, no, not him, but somebody close,
okay.
I guess. So, all right. Now we got some stuff here, and what's our time here?
We got good.
All right. So now there's a lot of things going. Let's take a look. Hold
on.
Okay, let's go ahead.
So, back in 2004, You got the USS Nimitz. Has anybody ever heard of that? Yeah, everybody has. All right, so what they're doing, they got up there and they was looking around. It's off the coast of San Diego, and for about 2 weeks they would take it and see this object go up to about 80,000 feet and just go right down to the water. So finally they got up there, the Navy said, hey look man, this is enough of this. So they sent some planes out there to go check, see what's going on with it. And they go out there and they look, and sure enough, this thing is under the water, and you can take it, you can see it down there, and then all of a sudden it just, boom, takes off going, running under the water to 60 miles away from there. And they're going, oh my gosh, what is this? And then it's just gone. But once again, that thing would take it and go like 80,000 feet, and then just drop right there. All the all the electronic stuff would just go haywire, all this other stuff. And that's off the USS Nimitz. And that was in 2004.
Now, you know, we got the greatest fighting men and women in the world.
That's right.
Down here. And we got probably have to say, the most advanced equipment around. And that don't mean all of them's got it, but we got a lot of it. We got a lot of, you know, extremely good radars. We got extremely good sonars. We got extremely good photographic equipment. And this is stuff that's showing up. And, you know, and like I said, with that new Senate thing they discussed this week, is saying, hey, look,
yeah,
you know,
we got a little problem.
We got some problems.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the president says, well, you know, obviously they've seen something, but I don't think it's UFO. Well, if it ain't no UFO, then somebody has vastly out-equipped us.
Yeah, and I don't buy that.
And I don't buy that either, because
Yeah.
this is the greatest country in the world.
So back in 2006 at the O'Hare International Airport, on November the 7th, they had a dark gray craft hovering over Gate 17 for about 5 minutes. Didn't even show up on radar. Now that right there is pretty advanced for anything, even in 2006, not to show up on radar, to sit there and just hover. So that's quite a bit. And now here's one a little closer too. This is in 2008. This is over here at Stephenville, Texas. They had on January the 8th, 2008. That's Elvis's birthday, as a matter of fact, January the 8th.
Elvis went home.
Elvis went home. Right above Highway 67 is about a mile long, half-mile wide. And they got up there that had no sound. Now anything that's a mile long and a half-mile wide is huge. It's got to have some sort of sound to keep that thing afloat. And it didn't. And then they estimated that it was going at 3,000 miles an hour. Now, how do you get up there and go 3,000 miles an hour? I mean, that's some pretty
fast.
Advanced stuff.
That's faster than anything we got.
That's faster than anything, yeah, ever.
Faster.
I mean, it's crazy fast.
I mean, you could probably do 2,200 or something, but a human body is not going to be able to withstand that kind of
force. And if you can go that fast, why ain't it made any noise? You know, that's pretty strange. But now we was talking to some fella, and he got up there and he says, well, you know, I don't doubt that there's aliens come here. You know, but really, what would they want to stick around for? Yeah. You know, we're not as advanced as they are. I mean, you can see it now. So that's just like us walking up there to the marsh and getting up there and saying, hey, look, there's a toad, and kicking around a little bit and then go on and find another toad.
Well, I'm going to make this statement too. A lot of your Texas UFOs are going to be leaving because Whataburger has sold out. Y'all think about that. You know, when Whataburger sold out, that just ended a lot of Texas UFOs.
Hey, we want to give thanks to everybody that's watching.
So, anyway, now what time is it here? Oh yeah, we're good.
We're good on time.
So, y'all check that Facebook out that we posted. Yeah, it is a very good video and a very good little read.
Yeah, check it on there because I mean, I was pretty shocked today.
I'll tell you what, let's go to a commercial. Here we go.
Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Hey, check out our e-store at allthingsparanormaltx.com. We got shirts, hats, and cups. Give us a holler if you want one. All Things Paranormal. Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Hey, check out our e-store at allthingsparanormaltx.com. We got shirts, hats, and cups. Give us a holler if you want one. All Things Paranormal.
Let's watch that again.
Hey, this is Don, All Things Paranormal. Hey, check out our e-store at allthingsparanormaltx.com. We got shirts, hats, and cups. Give us a holler if you want one. All things.
Here we go.
All right, we're back up.
All right. So anyway, now we got a ton of eyewitness statements and stuff like that show them. We're going to throw some of them out here and there, but I'm going to tell you what. What is the most compelling thing that you can see, that you'll have, type of evidence? Video, and also from who?
Got to be from either police, clergy, somebody
somebody who's upstanding that would all of a sudden say, hey, look, I've seen this UFO. I get up there, I'm placing this on report. I have seen this stuff, and next thing you know, everybody's going to ridicule them. So they're not going to do that unless all of a sudden, hey, look, man, this is something, got to be something crazy.
Yeah, you know, so the people that come forward with all this stuff is, man, they can get ridiculed. They you know, they got a lot to lose for what they say, and that's just, man, people, but they believe in it that much to get up there to say something about it. I mean, it's just crazy.
All right, now this is we're going to show you a video. This is actually in a movie called The Fourth Kind. But this is
it's based off true events.
It's based off true events. You can look into the internet, and they got a bunch of people that says, no, it didn't happen. And you got a bunch of people that throw stuff out there and say, yeah, it is. But, you know, Hollywood has probably amplified this tenfold. But in this particular movie has a lot of actual videos from what was
there,
what was going on at that
yeah.
time. Now this right here is a video of an officer that's pulled up in front of the house to the psychiatrist's house, and we'll discuss it. Let's go ahead and just watch this. We're going to watch it twice, and I'm going to say look off up there on the right hand corner.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that on that right hand corner? How that big, I mean, this was a massive looking UFO.
Yeah.
Just come right over top of that house, and that officer's filming with his dash cam on his car, and he's like, man, it's pulling them out of the house.
Yeah, and did you notice the time on it too? 3:33.
3:33.
So that's pretty strange too. You know, I don't know if any of y'all link that stuff together or whatever, but I kind of noticed that, and I go, oh man, check this out.
And
you know,
and if you want to get up there, and he's sitting up there, you can hear it in his voice. Man, send somebody out here.
Yeah.
Come on, we got something going on. He actually gets up there, he goes, you know, an expletive, and man, it's recording all that, and I mean, you can see that thing just come right over there. I mean, it's an awesome movie. And, you know, like I said, Hollywood has probably added a bunch to it, but the actual videos is what we're looking at. I'll tell you what, I'm going to play that again because that is an awesome video. Look at it one more time on that right-hand corner. Also, if you take a look, whenever the ship starts coming over, all the electronics starts getting distorted.
Yeah. Ain't that just strange right there?
See it? And all of a sudden the camera just, you know. He said, there's something. Oh my God. There's something flying, sir. And it's pulling them out. It's taking them.
All right, so let's think about this too. It's not like they just got up there and just take it and they're just out there in the ground, and just pull them straight up in the air.
They were in the house.
They was in the house, and it brought them through the house. Didn't leave a hole, didn't anything. It just kind of like, I don't know, maybe teleported. I don't know, man. That's a pretty
traction
advanced
beam
stuff.
through the,
Yeah.
That's and you want to know how they get here is if they have that kind of technology to teleport somebody through a house.
Yeah, through an object.
Yeah, an object through an object, like some Star Trek type of stuff here.
Yeah, time shouldn't be nothing.
Time travel between millions of years and billions of years from the nearest star to get here should probably not be any type of a problem.
Right.
All right. Now we've got another video. This one right here is.
That's one of the latest ones that you see it all over the internet.
This is one everybody's posted that this is an alien, and it's kind of funny. But anyway, this is what everybody's saying. This is an alien coming out. But I'm gonna have to say he's a cool dude. So anyway, here we go.
So I don't know about you, but I don't know if that's a.
So
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. Either.
I mean, I'm a lot wider than that is, but
that's what that's what they saying now is a new alien.
Oh, hey, we want to say hi to Brenda Eves. Hey, I'm glad you're there. Hey, Debbie, how you doing? Charles, Brittany, another Charles. Man, it looks like Charles is watching a lot.
We got a lot of Charles.
We got a lot of Charleses.
So anyway, they had from that particular.
Oh, he lost the spot. Yeah, that's kind of about what I was thinking. Especially like a puppet on the string. But it was. I don't know. That was pretty strange. I don't know if that's an actual alien.
There's a lot of videos. We actually seen one that sounded like it was a baby talking.
Yeah.
And the dude over here trying to feed it some water. It sounded like it was gargling and all kinds of, I don't know what it was doing. But anyway.
Yeah, so we got up there and also the other day, I was driving home from work. And I got up there and I said, oh man, look up there. And so I started taking pictures of some strange lights. And man, it was turned out to be overhead lights on the thing, but it was so foggy that
you couldn't see the bottom of it.
Yeah, you couldn't see the bottom of it.
So people can see what they want to see, but then again, that's why you have multiple cameras and multiple shots and multiple angles and people, and you get somebody to do it, and you try to see if you can't recreate it. But anyway, the main focus that we was going to have tonight was over the military, since they just posted that thing on YouTube, not YouTube, Yahoo, just did a story on it about the senators, and they all had a conference, and even Donald Trump had made a comment about it. So something's got to be going on, and I'm going to have to say, if they're looking into it, it's not going to be long before all of a sudden somebody's going to say,
somebody
somebody high up,
yeah,
is going to say, time out, man.
Yeah, let's just
bring it on out.
Yeah,
they're here. They've been here for a little while.
Yeah, somebody's going to let the cat out of the bag.
Yep. And you got tons of people that say, hey, look, man, they come forward with all kinds of stuff, and miraculously all their information has been deleted. And but I think now we're hitting a good age of time that people's coming out. Let's face about it. Think about it. People is more accepting on stuff that is just out of
the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Long time ago, nobody used to talk about ghosts. Nobody used to talk about Bigfoot. Talk about UFOs and stuff. And now it's all coming out. People's more accepting of those things.
That's right. And so remember now, also we got our casting call out. Anybody that's like a psychic, medium, witch, anything like that, werewolf,
seen a UFO.
Seen UFO.
If you are a government official.
That's right.
And you want to come out and say, here it is. This is UFO stuff. come on down.
That's right. Hey, come on, we'll get up there and put you on here. We'll even black screen you, change your voice.
Yeah,
You know,
they
that
don't
way-
want to embarrass nobody.
Yeah, that's right.
But we'd love to have the information.
Yeah, we like new people on our show. You know, that gives us something else to talk about.
Anyways, we'll round it up.
That's it.
It's John.
It's done.
All things paranormal.